Welcome again for another week of videos to join in with our Zoom online learning. Here I am, Teacher Lachlan, for green parrots and brown owls for both you classes here. But again, anybody is more than welcome to have a look. Okay, behind me on the board here, I've got a couple of our English words that we're going to go over from spelling to our sight words. So let's get started. First page here, we have our 5 new sight words of the week. Every Monday and Thursday, we have 5 sight words. Practice writing them, practice saying them, and then put them into the sentences. As I said, Monday you have 5, Thursday you have another 5. So let's have a look here. Home, everybody knows home. Again, from a couple of weeks ago with our OE split sounds, we should be able to spell it without looking at it. Play. Everybody knows to play. We don't need to tell you that. One of our verbs, okay? Everybody enjoys it. Must, must, must. Okay? You must do your homework before you play, okay? It emphasizes something very important to do. And every, if you're talking about more than one thing, if you want to include other things, you can say everybody, every day, everything, okay? Everyone, every sheet, okay? So you want to include it all, every, and then garden, okay? A house, a home, a garden, play, every day, but you must do your work first. Okay, then we have got 5 questions, or 5 sentences here, and as you know, you must complete each sentence. Once you put in a word, read it out. Does it make sense? Yes? See if your eyes and ears agree with each other. If they do, move on, and so forth. Okay, so that's pretty explanatory. Every Monday and Thursday. For the other days, Tuesday, Wednesday and Friday, I have to think about it, we have got another set of words. And, or, but, so. These are conjunctions. A very good question. You may ask, what is a conjunction? A conjunction is something that joins phrases, clauses, even smaller sentences together to form a full sentence. If you want to emphasize something, or if something's happening two things are happening at the same time, or if there's a choice, okay? So we're going to go over these words a little bit more closely over the next coming weeks. All of you, I know, can use them. These are not new words to you, but we're just going to explain why we use them. So we have and, okay, or, but, and so. If you want to emphasize something, okay, or if something's again happening at the same time. So, number 1, I know the answer. I can't tell you. So what was that? I know the answer. You're making a statement. So which one would it be? I'll give you a bit of help for that. But I can't help you. You want to emphasize the two things, but you want to emphasize that you cannot say anything. But, okay, if we go down here, he has a small house. It feels very big. Again, small house, but it feels big, okay? You want to emphasize it feels big, okay? So the but gets you ready for that. Let's have it here. Number 6, he was driving too fast. He missed a turn. He was driving too fast, so he missed a turn. Or it could be he drives too fast and he missed the turn, okay? And if 2 things happen, he's driving too fast, missed the turn. Again, so is if you want to put more emphasis on the second part. Another one here. He was supposed to study. He played games instead. Again, he was supposed to study, but You want to emphasize the second part. He was supposed to, but he did this instead. Let's see. If you have a choice, is another one. Number 2, should we go by train? Something, take the bus. Should we go by train or take the bus? Okay, so 2 things could happen simultaneously at the same time. You have a choice. So you can do or. So these are the conjunctions, okay? And, or, but, and so. They join clauses, smaller sentences, phrases together. Segments, if you were, put together to form a proper sentence. And this is what our English for this term is all about. From the grammar, to the phonics, to our sight words, to now our conjunctions. How we form a sentence, putting things together properly, and the reason why. Okay, so that's the first part of our English. The second part is quite simple. A spelling test, if you will. You have seen one of these sheets will be with every day. I have Monday here and Tuesday. It's quite simple. You are given a picture and you are giving 3 words. Of course, one of them is correct, 2 are wrong. It is a bit like we used to use it for our phonics sounds. For example, moon. Is moon M-U-N-E, M-O-O-N, or M-O-O-N-E? Okay? Something similar like this, okay? Frog, frog, okay? What you could do is, before you look at the words, cover the words. Cover the words here, okay? Mop, rose, frog, girl, box. See if you can spell it by just sounding it out. Write it down and then have a look afterwards to see if you were right, if how you spelt it was one of the words, okay? Emphasize on a lot of these things. Up, rose, okay? That O sound with the magic E, okay? Log, L-O-G. Feet, E-E sounds, okay? Bed, bed. So again, it's a simple spelling test, okay? Every day there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 pictures. Let's see if you can get them. Each and every day, as I said then, our sight words are Monday and Thursday. And a new introduction, conjunctions. The words are not new to us. But what are they called is new to us, and how and why we use them. As I said, we will be doing these for the remainder of the year, so we can get used to them. We understand them better. Okay, so that is the first part of the English done. Next, we will go on and learn more about the grammar that we have been doing, and we're going to emphasize more. Again, go back on the nouns, pronouns, verbs, and adjectives. Okay, now we're going to go on about the grammar. And I said for the remainder of the year, we are going to revise, do a bit of revision on what we have learned. And you've made great jumps and strides in the last couple of months in your grammar. We went from nouns. What is a noun? Person, place, thing, or animal. Okay, all around us. They can be replaced by pronouns, okay? We'll have a look at them in a bit, okay? I, he, she, him, it for an animal or a thing. Then we went on to, our second one was verbs, action words, to-do words, sleeping, walking, running, climbing, playing, reading, writing, okay? You're doing something, okay? And then we just started with the adjectives. It describes a noun, tells us more about the noun. It's like a one-word story about that noun, okay? So here with you, it is laminated in your pack, which means you keep it. You put it up on the wall with the rest of the sheets that you've got. You should have a list of verbs, a list of pronouns. You should have written down your nouns, okay? With your sight word wall, that I want you to be writing the sight words down each week, you add this to your wall. It's just there. It gives you a little bit of clues to what it is. It's there to help you, okay? So again, nouns, person, place, thing, or an animal. An adjective, like a one-word story describing that noun, okay? Verbs, action words, to-do words, okay? So this week, we are going back. So we're going to go back again and see how much we remember, first of all, about nouns, then about replacing the nouns with pronouns, and then having a look at the nouns, verbs, and adjectives and see if we can see the difference, okay? So on Monday, there's quite simple, the noun search, okay? I want you, and don't worry, if you have a bit of problems, don't worry, we will go through it on our online class. There's 12 sentences. I want to see how much of it you can read, okay? Read them out first, and then have a look for the nouns, okay? Circle the nouns. What is a noun again? A person. Is there a person in the sentence? A place. Are they going to a place? A thing. Are they using something? And an animal. Do they have a pet? Okay, so there's kids, cabins, boys, girls, kids, family, book, okay, parents, scarf, games, mountains. They're all there. Don't be fooled. There is more than one noun in the sentence, okay? But first step is, I want to see if you can get one noun in all the sentences. If you can do that, excellent. If you can find them all, well done, even better. But we will be going over it again, okay? And then from nouns, instead of saying Paul, Jack, Jane, and David, we can say they. What is they? A pronoun. Matching nouns to pronouns, okay? This takes the place of the noun, okay? So instead of saying all the names, all the places, all the animals, all the things, you can shorten it down, okay? You have the singular pronouns. Me, my, he, she, him, her, it. Before we go on to it, him, his, her, okay? That's got to do if something belongs, or if they have a connection. He is going to his classroom. It's not only a classroom, it's his classroom. So that's the class that he is in, okay? He, we're talking about a boy. She, we're talking about a girl, okay? It belongs to her. It belongs to him. It is hers. It is his, okay? So there's a connection when we use him, his, and her about he and she, okay? Then there's we. You're talking about a group where you are connected to the group. We. Can we go outside? You're looking, can the people around you and yourself go outside? But if you're only talking about those people, you can say, can they? They, them, and their, okay? They, a group over there, but we're looking for the T-H-E-I-R. Again, there's a connection. It belongs to them, okay? Them and their, okay? A connection. It belongs to they. So they can be something like he and she, their, could be like his, him, and her, okay? Something simple. So we've got some here. Louise and I, okay? More than one person, so it's a plural pronoun. And if it's including you, which one is it, okay? Talk to Lucy. Lucy sounds like a girl's name, so talk to John, okay? Who is John? Sounds like a boy's name. The cat, okay? If you're unfamiliar, sometimes cats get names. They have gender. They could be male, female, but normally general terms, it for an animal, okay? Where is it? Where is the cat? It is up the tree, okay? Where is the tiger? It is in the cage. Hopefully he's in the cage. Okay, sat on the chair. What is the chair? It's a thing, okay? What do we call things? You tell me, okay? You and your friend. You and your friend, okay? So you're talking about a group of people. Are you involved or not, okay? That is the question. Your homework. Again, it is something, okay? Generally we go it, okay? As I said, with things we always say it. With animals, generally as we can say it, we can also say he or she. Again, if you know if it's a male or female. And lastly, the ball. Where is the ball? It is outside, okay? So they're nouns, person, place, thing or animal. Just circle them. Replace them, this sheet, with with pronouns, okay? And as we move further on into the week, we have here verbs, nouns and adjectives all in the same. No sentence formation, they're just single words. Some of them, like an animal, a cat. What is a cat? Okay. Soft. What is soft? Is it a thing? Is it used to describe a thing? The pillow is soft. Okay? So which one is the noun? Which one is the adjective? Which one is the thing? Which one is describing the other word? Okay? And the verb. Okay? We have runs, drives, walks, okay? Action words, okay? We will go through more of this during our online class. So as I said, this week, with a lot of things here, because you have made great strides, just so that you understand before you move on, it's more going to be a revision week. So on our nouns, pronouns, verbs and adjectives, being able to identify in a sentence or in a story which one is which. Okay, so that's it. So I want you to have the first one up on your school wall that you've been making with your IPC unit, your sight word wall, your other list of pronouns, the list of verbs that you have, including some of the maths, the multiplication times tables, the grid that I've given you. It just makes it to understand. It's there, it's a helping guide for you. Okay, so that's the grammar part. We're now going to move on to the phonics, and the phonics will also be revision, but it's also going to be, we're going into our last split, it's magic E split diagram with E itself. Okay, here we are with our phonics section, sound section. This is where the face, I want to see, yes, that expression of each sound, each letter, each digraph, each blend. I want to see the facial expression of how it sounds. For the last few weeks, we've been doing the magic E, the split digraph. Just a quick reminder, yeah, it changes the sound of the vowel, the end E, okay? So instead of think m-a-d, we have mad, M-A-D. But if we put an E at the end, M-A-D-E, it's not mada, it's made, okay? So the vowel changes its sound to how you would say it, okay? Next was I, okay? Same thing. Rip, R-I-P, R-I-P. But if we put an E at the end, the I changes from an I sound to an I sound. So it goes from rip, ripe. Okay. What else did we have? We had the OE sound. So we had not, N-O-T, not. Okay, but if we put an E at it, it goes note, O sound, note. And then we had, last week we had the UE split digraph. We had CUB, cub, or TUB, tub, okay? If we put an E at the end, it changes the sound to a U sound or more of an OO sound, okay? So tub, went to tube. Or cub, sorry, went to cube. Tub went to tube. Okay, so cub, cube, tub, tube. Okay, now we're on to the last of it, and I left the EE sound because it can be a little bit difficult as well, because it's a split digraph, which we will look at some words, but it's also very similar to the double E vowel digraph. Okay. But for instance, I will give you an example. Pet, pet, P-E-T, pet. P-E-T-E, the E, as with all the other vowels, changes the first E to go from an S sound to an E sound. So it's Pete, okay? So we've got a couple, for the first few days, we have a couple of split EE, split digraphs. One or two of them, which we will go over online, are to see which words make sense and which are nonsense words, okay? We have some here as well. I will go through with them. Athletes, okay? And I really want you to emphasize the E sound. Complete, compete, concrete, delete, evening, these, and theme, okay? So it's that E sound. And they all have the E at the end, okay? You've been given 8 sentences, okay? Again, finish the sentence by putting each word into its appropriate sentence. Once you have that, make sure you read it out loud. Do your ears agree with you, okay? If they do, move on. But I want you to see that athlete, compete, complete, theme, okay? Really get the cheeks going, okay? And then later on in the week, as we will be doing for the next few weeks, we will be going back over our split digraphs. As I said, we've made great strides in many things this term, and sounds was no different, okay? So remember, with the splits A, E, I, O, U, the 5 vowels, okay? So here we have a list, A, E, I, O, U on top, and it's quite simple. You write whichever letter you think. So you put all the letters in. So this one, it gives an example. D something Z E. When it put in the O, so it's doze. What's doze? To go to sleep. Okay, but what happens if there's A? D-A-Z-E, days, D's, dies, do's, okay? More than one will be able to fit into each word, okay? You have been given some clues, not for all the words, okay? So what I want you to do is go through, put the 5 vowels in each word, okay? And then say it. But remember to say the vowel, like to sound the vowel like you would say the vowel, okay? That's it, okay? And then here, another very important sheet, again laminated. So this is to go up on your learning wall at home. AE split, EE, IE, OE, UE, and it gives examples of each, okay? Yeah, there's all these words we've done. Came, made, make, take, game. Make sure you say that A sound. Again with the E. These, Pete, Eve, Steve, even, theme, okay? I-E, like, time, pine, ripe, shine, the I sound, okay? The O, bone, pole, home. That's one of our sight words this week. Alone, those, okay? And you, which sounds like you or oo, like June, flute, prune, rude, tube, cube, okay? They are all the 5 magic E split diagrams, okay? A, E, I, O, U. The 5 vowels, okay? That's what we've been doing over the last 5 weeks. We're now going to revise them, okay? Just so we have a better understanding of them, okay? And as you say them again, I want to see the cheeks moving, okay? The jaw moving, the tongue, the teeth, everything to emphasize sound, okay? So you put this up on your wall. We will have a look at it on our online class as well. As I said, the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you will be looking over the EE sound, okay? Thursday and Friday will be a revision sheet, okay? And remember, more than one vowel can go into the word, okay? So say pole, P-O-L-E. You could change the O for an A, P-A-L-E, pale, okay? Things like that. So always try each one first, okay? We will discuss it all in our Zoom class. So that is everything in regards to English, with our sight words, conjunctions, our grammar, and our phonics, okay? There's only one thing left to do, and that is move on to the maths, okay? So we will be doing that very shortly.